Oh boy, here we go. This is the infamous Serious Sam level, also known as Zany Doombuilder. As you can see from this sort of stuff being there, this level is not fucking around. Floor raises. It's time to get serious. And my commentary will probably be kept to a minimum on this, because I need to actually concentrate on what the fuck's happening, more than talking. Also, if I mess up, then there will be cuts, obviously. I'm trying to not die, but you never know. And I'm also not gonna resurrect myself or something with console commands. This is showcasing that this level can actually be beat on ultraviolence in like one session, basically, with pistol set. Alright, here we go. One of these. Saves us some ammo. And it's just as fun as blowing them up with the super shotgun. Right, the first hurdle is done. Time for the next absolute bullshit moment. This map is basically just a cascade of bullshit. This is a certain kind of pain you need to be experienced with. The editing and how to balance stuff with first though. So if I would have made this level as like my first level as a starting level, it would have been absolutely trash and not fun. This way it's like, it's good looking trash. This is the sort of trash that you can play, but you still are offended by it. Yeah, most of the design of this level is based on two quotes. One of them being, I want more monster variety. You put too many of the same guys usually in certain spots because, you know, I don't want monsters to start infighting. And if you make a clusterfuck of guys appear in a situation where it's not controlled, it's always gonna lead up to monster fighting. I mean infighting. If you don't, you know, balance it around it. And the other quote being, if you allow me to play in a homosexual manner, then I will, if it's the most, you know, efficient and easy way. So let's keep the map less gay by forcing you to play all cover no man. The new Series 7 tagline. Yeah, there's no doors here to hide behind. There's no, like, there's nothing. There's one goddamn door, and they're gonna come through it, and you're gonna sit here and hold the fire button down. You better well like it. There's a bunch of berserk pipes, just in case. And somehow this motherfucker survived. Grab these real quick. Also, there's a bunch of secrets to help you out, but I'm not gonna take any of them. Just to show that this is actually beatable, even without having access to crazy ammo or more health. I mean, I give so much ammo on health anyways. If you can beat something like Final Doom, this shouldn't be a problem. I'm hoping. Like, I don't know, I haven't released this or seen many people play it, so maybe it's too strong or too hard. Yeah, this one specifically. It's some crap. This comes down, archways come out. They will keep on resurrecting shit, so you gotta expedite fucking them up. These ledges have chain gunners on them, so you notice them, and they come down to help you out here. To have some thing to duck behind while fighting the archways. And then thanks to monster infighting and like a million guys coming at you, all throwing their shit, this is usually quite possible. Archways are really tricky for monster placement. They can ruin an encounter or spice it up a lot. Yeah, and if you save your plasma gun, this is a piece of cake. Also, the pain element is fuck the monster count up, but now it's Boeing 747, but usually at the start of the map it's 666 enemies. Due to popular demand of one person wanting me to place enough enemies that there would be 666. Okay, this is a tiny snack break after what we just went through. Unleash on some guys. A bunch of barrels in there for even more shenanigans. This really get some more shotguns. Why not? Save real quick because. And obviously I ate shit, so this is the second try. Hopefully I don't have to repeat everything I said, but basically this area is based around Doom 4. Developers calling the area skate parks, where it's just an open area to run around and fight a bunch of guys that come in. So for the whole criticism about I want more monster variety, I want more of a clusterfuck going on, and yeah, here you go. All the monster infighting, all the clusterfuck. Is this zany enough for you? Because dude, I've played this map so many times to make this somewhat balanced, and in the end I feel pity for the Series 7 developers, because some guy actually has to go through the final level of a Series 7 game countless amounts of times to make sure it's somewhat balanced. And if you ever played the last level in a Series 7 game, especially on like hard difficulty or something, and you know how goddamn exhausting this gets. If you're developing a game, you're playing these stages a lot. Not only because constantly new features come in and might break something, but also because, you know, this stuff gotta be fun and gotta be balanced. And gotta be a challenge as well. And if it's the final level, you obviously want to push people to the limit. And still keep it somewhat, you know, manageable so they can actually beat it. Good thing I said. In the video you won't see that I just created, but Basically, we're gonna fall back here, since a bunch of guys came out here. Get some more ammo. And of a more safe location right now. Still a bunch of health packs left that I didn't have to pick up. Hell Knights, when I tested this at first, they got stuck down here a lot. Because you don't understand that there's like stairs that you're supposed to go up. So I put a bunch of teleporters down here, getting them closer to the action. As soon as you push into the skate park, that they come up here. Really glad that Doom 2 introduced Hell Knights, because the Barons of Hell are just a little bit too tanky. I mean, they used to be intended as bosses, Bruiser Brothers. At like the end of episode 1, when you face 2 of them, and that's it. When you look at later on what people made, especially, or like Final Doom, then that's so tame. Oh wait, your final boss of the episode are 2 Barons of Hell? Oh, but make a map where I spawn like 6 Cyber Demons. And that's not even it. How did this guy get up there? Oh god. And yeah, this sort of dynamic skate park design, I actually like that. I'm probably gonna make some more stages that incorporate this and are less of a goddamn clusterfuck. I mean, this map is obviously clusterfuck on purpose, but if you do this well and less zany, then I think you can make some pretty cool stages. And yeah, I hope you're not sick of seeing remnants yet. Because there'll be remnants. Also, as soon as I'm gonna rearrange these levels, I'm gonna change some skybox textures. Because Doom 2 basically has one skybox texture, and you need to modify the entire goddamn world to get a different skybox going. Unlike, for example, with more modern mapping techniques that you can choose in Doombuilder, where you get actual skyboxes basically, instead of what this is, which is, I don't know how to say that, but it's basically just a pretend skybox. But I mean, this is the proto shooter, so you know, it's also the proto skybox. And just a bunch of Cargo Demons. They used to spawn immediately as soon as you walked up here too, but I thought that was too much, so I hit them behind pressing the switch. If you're crazy enough and want to play this stage, or gonna play this stage later, when I release this, want to press the button and have them spawn too, then, you know, go ahead, be my guest. Yeah, this is pressed. Get the yellow key, which is pretty funny, because I recently had a friend play this map and I totally forgot about the yellow key. He didn't even have to pick it up. Like, he picked it up after the fact where I was supposed to make it happen. Because I played this map so many times and just the keys usually get in the way when you're playtesting, so you don't have to no-clip or something. Oh yeah, and obviously a bunch of goddamn guys coming out of there as soon as you press any switch. Always be prepared. But yeah, the yellow key was missing in action. But let's say the yellow door. I mean, the yellow key was there, but nobody cared about it. And this right here, if you ever played TSE SS2, you probably know the cave parts. They're infamous amongst players because they really sucked. And I thought maybe this amateur game designer that I am right here, playing around with Doombuilder, I could make a cave part that's not as cancerous as Series M3. So this right here is my attempt at making a cave section. So you know, the whole claustrophobic, somewhat dark deal going on. These guys, if you don't use Beautiful Doom, are way harder to spot. Makes them way more challenging. This right here, I think the guy who's doing Beautiful Doom needs to make the specters less HD or more transparent, because this makes it too easy. Yeah, for the sake of keeping this video recording somewhat shorter, I'm going to go with the ideal path again. So right here the map actually opens up somewhat from being super linear, which is also like based on the Series 7 school of making maps where you just basically move forward, then walk into the spawning area after spawning area. This is a more traditional Doom style part, where you can just walk around, touch a bunch of stuff. Have a bunch of monster closets open up for you. Remnants are really despicable for ticks of damage, just like Hacker Demons are and Pain Elementals. So whenever you have trouble with them and you have like a bunch of chain gun bullets left, just pour it on them, because they will be stunned constantly. You cannot shoot. And yeah, these guys are pissed off at each other, so I'm just gonna let them finish their own fight. Yeah, just want people to be stocked up for what's about to come, which is a bunch of troll-tastic walls opening. Which is also a staple of Series 7 games, where you pick up one health pill and suddenly biomechanoid spawns right next to it. So to kinda replicate that, what's coming up is you're gonna pick up a health pill equivalent, and suddenly, oh hey! Would you look at this? That would have been a bad idea. Yeah, if you're being put down on low health here, don't worry about it, I'm a merciful god. So look at this. Another berserk pact, put you back to 100% health. Immediately right after something like this. Well, gotta you know, spoon feed player. And then immediately fuck him up again. No cover, all man. You've been asking for this, you got it. Hold down the fire button, let's go. Millions of guys. If you're too much of a pussy and I push back against the wall, then you're gonna be in the coop. They don't want that to happen, obviously. This closes. So basically this is like your oasis right here. That's why it's great. Oh hey! Haven't seen you in a while. Oh, that was kind of excessive. Still had a lot of ammo. I want some of this though. Because what's coming up is again in Hitscan City. He's always nice snack breaks. Because after going through all these tough demons, just wanna let loose with the minigun a bit. Yeah, another ammo and health fountain. Because this coming up is again a moment to destroy you. Get your rocket launchers out. And again, more guys. Yeah, I'm going all back to old habits, I guess. And put the same fucking guy too many times. But I think the levels of sane on this map are so high anyways that you can forgive me for putting a bunch of my beloved Caco demons. You're gonna press the buttons. Yeah, I had a bug happen with a line left being, you know, crooked basically, and then being able to trigger it several times and then a door closing and the switch being only once pressable. So I was stuck in this room. Had to fix it. Instead of continuing my session of playtesting this beast. Then right here, finally, the yellow key is actually where it's supposed to be used. Grab everything here. This will not come back. And down here is a bunch of specters. Punish you for fall out. Yeah, that's just, you know, let's go for the 100%. Do it like Metallica, kill them all. Yeah, I think this area actually looks pretty good. Here also a bunch of small ruins spawn, simply to draw your attention to where you're supposed to be going. And the last save for the major clusterfuck fight. Here, stock the player up with everything. It should have armor. Not more health, no more health, like on Ultra Violence, no health packs. Take note of that, because once you press this, it's the end for real. End of the line. Pump them up, hope for some monster infighting. With the spider mastermind. To fight the old guys. Oh my god, one health. Can he do it? Can he do it? Come on, Mr. Skeleton. Holy shit. He has actually done it. And there it is. Finally did it. If you managed to get this far, congratulations. Now you can call yourself the zany Zedom guy. I missed one fucking guy. I can't believe it. Alright, thanks for watching. This beast took me way longer to make than I think it's worth it, but we had to go there. Like, I had to make it. You guys wanted it, you got it.